EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is in uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Carolina Panthers. Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week, and off we go from uptown Charlotte. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. They'll start on the ground, ETN. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
And he'll get about 3 up past the 25. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Now Lawrence. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy. It's not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
Let's go now. Panther 60, Panther 60. Check. Let's go.
Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you. You're the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Smash.
They'll keep it on the ground. Aldridge. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. It's a Panthers first down, 17 yards on the play.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
On first down, Aldridge down to about the 22 here. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
On 2nd down, Aldridge. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. 44 yards rushing for him now. What a drive for him to kick off the new season. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Now a give, right side. Aldridge, nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. So stuffed from the 2, now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
On second and goal, here's the option. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. It's their quarterback scoring on the 2-yard keeper. And the Panthers are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about it.
The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
The Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. "39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return, and it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season, and they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
On running plays, linemen, of course, have their assignments. That's expected. But it's not often you're expecting to see a cornerback blitzing in run support and tackling the runner for a loss.
On second down now, Aldridge. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. On play action, they'll throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Andre Cisco. And the Jagsons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. On the counter, ETN. And some room to work. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And they'll go again with ETN. And only this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Running out of the gun with Etienne. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. And they'll run with Etienne. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
On 2nd and goal, Lawrence. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. He's lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. On 3rd and goal, Lawrence. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
And his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7 to 3. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On 3rd down, Aldridge. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
They'll run on 1st down. Aldridge, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Aldridge, and a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Lion! Head the street! Head the street! Ready?
On third down, Aldridge, and he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. 72 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Aldridge, and this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
On second down, Aldridge. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down.
Hold it ready.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. That's taken on the 25. A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not have the balls go through goalposts.
Now Lawrence on first down. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Brian Burns flying in there and dropping it for the sack. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to stay in the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly, meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block them? They were on him in a hurry.
Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for third down. From midfield now, Lawrence. And the pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Taken in at the 11. A 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with a 7-3 lead, we'll see how aggressive they want to be. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
They'll throw now on the final play. Room here to run. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. On second down now, Aldridge, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Hard throw, incomplete. So it would appear they will not be able to add to their lead on this opening drive of the second half.
Yeah, if another touchdown was scored there, now we're talking about a 2-score game, and they're probably on their way of creating an excellent gap between them and their pursuers. But how about the defense there, able to step up and keep themselves in this one?
Found good room to run there. Returns at 14 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Well, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. On second down, a run with Etienne. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 75 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
He spun away for a moment, but only a moment, as he just gets back to the line of scrimmage maybe, and that's it, second down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Another tote for Etienne. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 4. Here's Lawrence to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 34-yard line. Straight ahead, Etienne. And able to get this to the 31.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
From the 31, Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 21. A nice pickup there, 10 yards. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Etienne up the middle. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. 2nd and 3, and they trail 7-3, but getting close to changing that. This defense hoping to limit them to a field goal to preserve the lead. Touchdown, Jaguars! Christian Kirk, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Jaguars have taken the lead here in this third quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while, get at least 2 first downs, give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On second down, Aldridge. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Ready?
Cooper, the man in motion right.
18, Pioneers. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Go.
They'll look to throw here. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's the Panthers punter now as he's on to kick it away. They'll look to set up his blockers. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
From the 36, Lawrence. He'll get this off to ETN. They'll run with ETN. And, boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Going for it, here's ETN. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. They run the counter. Aldridge, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. He'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. Up the middle they go. Aldridge had a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 90 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. By that time, it looked like he essentially just ran right into the pass rush.
Yeah, partner, I'm not much of an outdoorsman, but the fish jumped right into the net, didn't he? Because you've got to make sure that you're deep enough that you can get around the defensive end, have an angle there. But he couldn't do it because he actually cut that one off. Really nice play coming off the edge.
They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything. Change it up because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. And his kick is indeed good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. But we knew this had the potential to be a tight game, but with less than 3 minutes to play, couldn't be any tighter. We're all tied.
All locked up, right? And this next drive is going to tell us everything we need to know about this game because I want to see how they come out with the football. Are they going to be aggressive and attack downfield? You still got the 2-minute warning to come up? Or are they going to be conservative and try and hold on and maybe just get to overtime?
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And we essentially have a brand-new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this 4th quarter. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. A shotgun snap and a give to ETN. And he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Lawrence into the hands of Ingram. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Lawrence. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be 2nd down. A handoff for ETN. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up third and about 6.
Short gain, last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. Here's Lawrence. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
A good gain on first. Has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Now a handoff up the middle. Aldridge. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And a dangerous throw there on the drop-off. Incomplete. Nearly intercepted. Nearly an interception. If that one's picked off, it's over. So a new lease on life, so to speak.
A lot of times when you're in coverage, you're so focused on the man and the coverage that sometimes the ball, if it arrives, it surprises you. That may have happened to him in that situation.
Let's go!
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Dancing to his left. And this one too low.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command and make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Got to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
And he'll be stopped after a very short gain, and now you're looking at 4th down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. It'll be a 45-yard punt and couple that with a loss on the return. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest.
Here we go!
And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining.
Come on, set!
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And they'll be stopped right at the 30. On a play that started back at the 15, they pick up 15. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
On 1st down, right back to Etienne. They find some open field here. And he's is in. Are you kidding me?
How do you give that
One
up?
of the most improbable ways to finish a game, and they do win it on the final play.
Well, we know the crowd is absolutely stunned by what we just saw there. Forget I'm stunned. I have to believe that you are as well. When they finally get their legs back under them, they'll head to the exits, and I think they'll probably be muttering a few choice words along the way, too. How did that happen?
I don't know. They certainly thought overtime was on the horizon, bracing for overtime. We were, too, and we may want to wait a little bit before heading for the exits, let that parking lot clear out a bit.
Maybe there's a later flight we can catch.
That might be a good idea.